Hey guys, welcome to Star Wars on High. Thank you for stopping by. It is time for another Marvel High Republic comic. This is issue number 5, and just a little fun fact for you, I typically get these on Comixology. I was able to go to a local comic shop last week, and they had issue number 3, which I still have wrapped, and number 4. They had one of each, so I was able to pick those up. No 1 or 2, which was a bummer because I wanted the collection, but I will take what I can get. So, the Marvel comic line for High Republic, I think, has been really fun. It's been one of the bright spots, I think, of the content that's been released. So the novels, I think, are definitely worth the read. Light of the Jedi, Into the Dark, I was a huge fan of. A Test of Courage was really good as well. And then I've really enjoyed the Marvel comic run. The IDW one, not as much. Just hasn't gripped me quite as much. Not saying it's, it's just not as good as the Marvel one, in my opinion. In this issue, and really from the last issue, things have started to get kind of wild. So this is going to get into spoilers. If you have not read issue 5 yet, yeah, pick it up. If you're this far into the series, you got to finish it out, first of all. If you're on the fence and you're like, okay, well, I want to hear if it's worth my time, I still really like it. I still recommend it. But it has been getting wild. So leaving off in our last issue, we have the Drengir coming, right? We have them continuing to start their kind of invasion, their attack, and then we have the Hutt clan show up, riding Rancors into battle and the Jedi. It was getting wild, and this picks up right where that ends. So we have kind of a battle royale going on all fronts. And what's crazy about this issue, and what I really like about what the High Republic is doing, is in this issue and in the last issue, you do see them allude to and show characters that we know from other stories. So I just talked about A Test of Courage. We have the characters, really the leads from A Test of Courage right here in this issue. It's rewarding us for staying entrenched in the material. And I love when they do that. So one thing that Star Wars can do really well is, because it's not like a Captain America who has different iterations and different, versions, or Batman who's, there's different comic lines and comic runs. Star Wars, especially the canon, this is canon. So there's really one storyline that you can follow and really feel gripped in and engaged with. And so I love to see, characters that we know from other stories appearing. And we have the laser whip that Vernestra had in A Test of Courage, which is really fun. So I did appreciate that. They work and continue to work to make the Drengir kind of an interesting and unique threat. And it is very much the hive mind, stereotype or cliche kind of villain that But I really enjoyed the twist from, obviously, their influence with the dark side. And I really enjoyed the panel where it talks about that's the problem, with plants. As long as there's a seed remaining, they'll continue to grow and to move and to progress. I thought that was really cool as well. Now, this is really all about Skier, I feel like, and the emotional kind of weight they're going for with Skier. So last we left our Trandoshan Jedi, he had kind of opened himself to the dark side, to the Drengir, to what he said was to learn, how to stop them. But we get a little more context. He reveals that it really was because he felt like he was losing his connection to the Force, which is very interesting. Very interesting. I wonder if there's any sort of reason connect to his lineage, the fact that he's Trandoshan. But he noticed that, back in issue 1, he didn't sense the swarm. And it was, I continue to feel like I'm losing my connection with the Force. And this was his attempt to kind of redeem himself, to stay connected, to go for it. And that was pretty powerful. And at the end of the issue, it looks like he's down and out. I'm not sure if he's dead, but it seems very possible. And, Skier was one of the really cool things the High Republic released. We have a lot more kind of unique species in this that are taking the role of Jedis. So we've seen, obviously, Yagi Buri as the Yaga Buri, as the Wookiee Jedi, but we also had Skier as a Trandoshan, and that was really fun. And I really like Skier. I thought it was really cool design. I liked the fact that he had kind of a unique, you can see it even in the comic cover. He's got that kind of cool handle on his lightsaber because he lost an arm. He's got his half plant arm in there. Just fantastic artwork, by the way. I really enjoy the art for this run. So another good issue. I really like the Marvel High Republic run. I think it's a lot of fun. Comics are a medium that can kind of allow you to be a little wild and do crazy things like Rancor battling Hutts, battling Jedi, battling plant zombies. And I think that's fun. You know, there's a lot of people who will talk about what real Star Wars is, and maybe this is too crazy for them. And everyone's entitled to like what they do or what they don't. But I always am a fan of getting more Star Wars. And especially what I really like about the High Republic is that because it's, you know, hundreds of years before the story we know, it really allows us to be a little more free, have a little more fun. And I think that it continues to do so. Let me know what you guys think down below. Are you reading the High Republic Marvel run? And if so, what are you thinking about it? Is it keeping your interest? And do you like where the story is going? We did get some cool previews in issue 5. It looks like Orla Jareni is on the way, and we see some red lightsabers on the cover. I mean, who knows what's coming? It looks exciting. So thank you guys for stopping by. We'll see you again very, very soon.